Hey y'all. So I started this YouTube channel just a couple of months ago, and I have not really introduced myself since the beginning, so I thought I would do that today. Sorry, I just grabbed something to eat and I drank a sip of coffee because I bought it and then I forgot I bought it, and then I noticed it and I was like, oh, I have coffee, I forgot. And so I sipped it really fast and burned my tongue. So that is, in a nutshell, my daily life. So welcome to me. My name is Sarah Jessica Curry. I go by Jessica or Jess, and I enjoy lots of things in life. I enjoy life. I enjoy living life to the fullest, and I have FOMO, fear of missing out, so I tend to get anxious when I think I have a chance to do something and I don't do it. So that drives me sometimes. But for my daily life, I love to write. I love to sing. I feel like we all have a story and a voice and a reason to need to share ourselves. The human race is vast and so intricate and so unique. Each individual is so unique that there's just so much for us to share with each other, to build each other up and to create new things in life. And so I just feel like it's so important to share yourself, share who you are, be yourself. That's a huge part. And so one of the things that I have done recently, like I said, I started the channel. I started reading Harry Potter fan fiction because Harry Potter has really meant a lot to me. Despite the debate over the author's views that have been, shared as of late, I am part of the LGBTQIA plus family, so I am very saddened by that. But outside of that, I am able to separate the author from the stories, and I hope that in the future, if anyone doesn't like me, that if I write something that touches them, that they'll still read it and let that be part of their life and soak it in. So anyway, I did start reading Harry Potter fan fiction. George Norman Lippert, you're awesome. You make some amazing stories, and today was the day I was going to start the third short story, Petra's Getaway, but I ended up feeling this week that I just needed to do something different. And up to the point I hit the record button a few minutes ago, I did not know what I was going to do. And so I just thought I would introduce myself. So like I said, I'm Jessica. I did publish a book last year. I try to tell people that every once in a while because that book it's a conglomeration of who I am. So I have a copy of it with me. So this is what this guy looks like. It's called The Sphere, and this one is Sector 1, Emerging Light. And I'm thankful to my friend Bob, who is working on a new cover for me. I love this photo, and so I want to use it, but I was creating the cover, and so I was kind of limited on what I could do. I wanted the title to be bigger and, things like that. So anyway, this is what it looks like now in paperback form. So if you would like one, they're on Amazon. So, but this book really has some truth in it. Truth about who I am, but it's not an autobiography. It's more of a story of all of us. Yeah, I don't know exactly how to explain it, but let me read the back. At least I can share that. So it says, and it says, "You are made of more. There is a world in you that is more fantastic than you can truly comprehend through your human mind or visualize through your earthly eyes. But you are in luck. You are made of more." What does it mean to be made of more? The sphere is a concept and a story that delves into the heart, the mind, and soul of our shared experience on this human journey. Questions will be answered, more questions will be ventured. Dare to dive inward to explore and challenge your own magnificence. It is time. So this is the back of it. So you can kind of see, that's my little glamour photo I took several years ago. It's actually a selfie. I was very proud of that selfie. I think I don't put makeup on very often. That's just not me. But I like it when I do. I try to take all, like, if I need an author bio photo or I need a photo for work, which they do like PowerPoint sometimes and, share people. I try to keep, when I put the makeup on, I'm like, okay, let me just take all the photos, right? Let's just do all the photos right now. So anyway, what else about me? I live with my partner, and she does not like to be on camera, so I'm not going to mention her name right now, but I'm hoping, she's a creative as well, and she has some powerful stories to tell, so I'm hoping to have her on here or on audio at some point with me. I also have a dog, if you can't tell by the liner in the back of my car, and his name is Odin. He is wonderful. He's kind of hyper, but hey, aren't they all? So anyway, I live in Mississippi. I have struggled as a Mississippian with growing up. Do you label it? I guess you label it. Growing up a lesbian, not really realizing what that meant for my life, because I didn't realize it until I was in college, and I was like, oh, I get it now. But growing up, that was just not something we talked about. And so there's actually, there's a story, it's a poem, but it's a story in the Sphere, and it's called Said Mushroom to Flower. I think I may read it because, yeah, it's important. It's going to take me a second to find it because I can't ever remember. I don't have a table of contents in this thing. Oh, look, I found it. That was fast. That was not on purpose. But maybe it's meant to be. So it says, Said mushroom to flower. I may be shorter. I may be more round. But when I am lost, I'm still worth being found. Though your head be crowned with colors so bright, when you wilt and fall, I still stand upright. Don't look down on me. Our beauty is the same. I may not be popular, but I still have a name. You and I were crafted by the same creative hand, and though we are different, we share the same land. The rain we share, and the sunshine too. So don't count me unworthy, because I'm different than you. And that poem was one that I wrote, and I want to show you because I got really excited. When I made the book, I was able to get it in a little mushroom shape. Isn't that cute? Anyway, so that poem was written in 2007, the year that I came to terms with myself being gay and my God still being love in my life. That is my entire theology, if you want to call it. It's God is love. Just God is love. If you are pursuing love, I feel like you're pursuing the right thing. You're going the right direction. And obviously that depends on the definition of love, but that's very hard to define. So, but anyway, so I wrote that when I was working at a Christian girls camp, and I would go out every morning to my little bench behind my cabin, and I would write, or I would have a quiet time. I would have the Bible. I would have a notebook and pen, just write. So I went out one morning and I was really conflicted. I was just in that place of, I kind of like this girl, but I don't really know. I really probably hadn't even admitted that to myself very well yet because I didn't really understand it. I just knew that I just wanted to hang out with this person all the time, right? And so I really started thinking back on my life, and I had prayed, I had watched documentaries, I had done all kinds of things, but I just was in that place of fear. Really, that's what it was. It was fear. So I sat down that day, and usually I sat down and I would pray and I would read and I would, that day I sat down and I said, you talk. I was done. I had nothing left. I didn't know what else to pray or what else to think. So I opened my Bible to a random place, and it said, It was one of Paul's letters to the Corinthians, I think, and it said, there is now neither Jew nor Greek, male nor female. It was a scripture that said we are all one in Jesus Christ. And so the concept of everyone being one, like unity, and no one is above another person. So that was where my thinking went there. And I was like, And as I'm kind of in this meditative, prayerful state, what came to mind was the day before, there had been a couple of little girls playing jump rope, and they were singing a jump rope song to get the rhythm going, and they would say kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, and they would go on up and up. And then they got to marriage, divorce, first kid, second kid, third kid. And I was blown away. I was so saddened by that. Because I was like, you just expect divorce to come after marriage. And I mean, no judgment at all. I'm divorced. I get it. I get there's so many circumstances that we go through. But the next thing that I realized was something that my best friend had told me throughout that year, was that she felt like God was just saying, don't limit me. Don't limit me. And I was like, what does that mean? She's like, I don't know. It was just something that had kept coming to her mind, and she felt like she needed to tell me. So she said, just when you think about God, just think, don't limit me. So the whole idea of the kids feeling like divorce was a normal thing, the verse about all of us being one, and the idea of don't limit me really brought together in my mind my answer. That God was trying to tell me, that love was trying to communicate to me that I was okay. Who I loved, who I was attracted to, who I felt should be part of my life was, up to my heart. And, for so long, that was just a taboo thing. So that was where I was. So I just kind of came around to that realization that day. So I got up from there. I'm getting back to the mushroom and the flower now. I got up. I was still in that meditative kind of mode, and I thought, God, I saw that purple flower out here yesterday among all these, dried leaves, and it would be really neat to see that again. And so I just kind of was shuffling through the leaves, looking down, and I never saw the flower, and I thought, no, I didn't think anything at that point. I didn't see the flower, but I glanced over and I saw something, and it was orange. I was like, that's odd. You don't see that very often. So I went over to it, and it was a mushroom, and it was beautiful. And I thought, that's odd, a beautiful mushroom, and then I thought, maybe that's not so odd. Maybe that's the message. You don't have to be a flower. You don't have to be someone who is easily recognizable, easily put in a bunch and set out on display. Be a mushroom. Grow independently. Be yourself. And that is exactly who you need to be. So that's a little about me, and I would love to hear a little about you. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions for me. All right, see you guys later. Bye.